Yeah, you coming?
I'm coming.
Hey, this is Next Meridian. We are Nick and Mathilde and we left everything behind to travel the world with our Land Rover Defender Albatros. 3 years, 7 continents, 88 countries, and just the road as a home.
We just reached 160,000 kilometers in our car. We left with 124 exactly. So that is 34, 44, 54. It's 36,000 kilometers. Woo! In 7 months. That's a lot.
In the last episode, we completed the White Rim Trail, a classic off-road track of Utah. It gifted us with some great views and a lot of confidence. But we were hungry for more, and in Moab there is more. I don't know if you know it, but around Moab there is a place called the Top of the World. Maybe you've already seen that place, the picture of this dramatic rock above a cliff and people parking their car on it. This thing, that is where we wanted to go. To conclude our stay in Moab, we're going to the top of the world! Let's go! And from scratch, it was the hardest thing we've ever done with the Albatros. Let's remember, the Albatros is a 3 tons vehicle that we've geared up to travel all around the world. So we're not usually risking it on super hard off-roads. Plonge! Yo! We were quite proud. We were climbing the track step by step, covering up until 13 out of the 15 kilometers of the track. That's all the way up until... Look, the steps are huge. And same thing on this side. And I'm just worried it would be the same later on. And look at this one. How are we going to climb this one? Look at this. Maybe it doesn't give a good reference, but it's coming to my knee. And then the next one is like to my hip. Any reaction?
Yeah, such a pity that it ends in the last 2 kilometers with something way too difficult and risky for Albo. Such a pity. Top of the world, we didn't make it.
But it's our home, so it was still great to climb till here. And we prefer keeping our home safe than going to the top of the world.
Yep. So we just came down from top of the world. We never made it to the top because the last few kilometers had massive staircase looking rocks. And honestly, if we had a weekend car, then we would have done it, because why not? But since this is a world travel car, it's if anything happens to it, then we're gonna have even more expenses, and so it'll be for another time.
We were confident we had backtracked for good reasons, but we didn't want to leave Moab on such defeat. And if we cannot make it with 4 wheels, we will do it with 2. What's happening?
We're going cycling and it is super snowy. We didn't think it was gonna be super snowy, and but luckily 1,600 meters, 700 or something down, 1,700 meters downhill through snow, but then it ends with perfect Moab sand and rock. Yeah,
Doesn't look like Moab sand here. Gloves on.
Yeah.
Camera on. You guys bring me those clips for that video. I still yet to understand what shredding means in this context.
Shredding is just like tearing up.
Going full speed like a crazy dude on a bicycle track.
Just think of like cheese being on a shredder, and then we're just doing the same thing, just like.
Who's being shredded? The trail?
The trail.
The trail.
We shred the trail, man.
Full security.
Okay, people.
All right.
Bye bye.
Take care.
Woo! All right, Cocopelli downhill. Let's go. Straight in the snow.
Jerry, I'll bring you back to your daddy in one piece. I promise. Maybe the big question here is daddy going to make it in one piece?
But they still respect the women. He's the rolling in Sonata. He just got the windows tinted. Homie stabbed me in the back and that can never be forgiven. And my palms been itching. Man, I like the superstition. You can't have my phone number unless we running up the digits. Let me meditate. I just need a couple minutes. Tryna lowball me. My cojones to the big ass. When I get high.
That's very hard for me to drive someone else's car. Makes me very, very anxious. Especially Jerry. Like, if anything would happen to Jerry, I would feel so bad.
When I get high. Let me meditate, then I celebrate. Tryna get the cake, I don't take a break. Yeah. Wait, grew up in the 90s, we was watching Ricky Lake.
Are you ready?
Just confirm that stopped recording.
That stopped recording.
Excellent.
Nice.
I'm ready.
Cool. We're gonna record all this. We're going all the way down there. And we started maybe somewhere over there. Mostly snow for now. Are you ready, Tom? Woo! All right.
Go slow, we go sure, it should be all fine.
I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brock. When I get high.
Alright.
Nice.
Dead, I bet. That was it. We had taken our revenge on Moab. And it was time for us to move on, as there were so many more things to discover in Utah. For days we crossed the state, park and non-parks equally beautiful. There was only one thing as striking as the beauty of the place: the cold. It is funny how just the orange dirt and desert-looking vegetation can lead us to believe a place is warm. That could have been if it was not for the elevation, 2,000 meters on average. And after 2 months in the cold, it was starting to get to us. Another morning at -6 degrees Celsius. It's getting very cold more often than not. Like, basically, I think it's going to be cold until maybe 11. When the sun is really up there and has really the time to like warm up the air, and then it gets cold again as soon as sunset, so like 5 p.m. So yeah, we have a few hours of like okay-ish, and that's when the wind is not blowing, so it's still as magnificent. There's no one around, but we're freezing most of the time. Despite that, we kept going. Utah is a gem.
Those gravel roads leading off to the left and right, they look amazing, like red sand almost.
Yeah, very true.
So naturally, we went straight left toward those trails and camped up there. In the evening, when the cold caught up on our frozen body, we found ways to make life on the road more comfortable.
Tonight, barbecue. Ground beef, vegetables. What else did we say, Tom?
Just some good food.
Just some good food. This is the wood we found somewhere in South Dakota. Badlands. It's been a while. We have it. A month now, huh? 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it here. It is starting very well.
We are somewhere next to Glen Canyon, like above Glen Canyon National Monument. It's obviously very cold. It's been obviously very cold since days. So tonight we have decided to take our destiny into our own hands. We have challenged ourselves. We were discussing like some sort of like comfort food we could do, and we've decided we will do a chocolate mousse because you don't need an oven. It is just chocolate, tiny bit of butter, and eggs, and you just let it in the cold to rest. And if there's something we have those days, it's cold. So let's try, but we will need some muscle because we will need to get those whites. Moment of truth.
You gotta go slow.
You tell me how much.
Brown.
I don't know if this is a ratio off.
What do we have? We
I
have
mean,
potato with garlic
ratio.
butter, some roasted onions. You guys have like a mountain of meat.
Heck
Beef,
yeah.
grounded beef and sausage, and that's...
Eggplants grilled.
It's not mousse. It's chocolate icing. And it melts in your mouth.
Look at that. It's like chocolate brownie right now.
Might have messed up the proportions.
I think it's
But
spot
for
on.
my defense, I didn't have the recipe with me.
Yeah.
I think, look, it's like a cake.
Chocolate mousse was a failure, but for a few hours we were less cold. Good morning, and that's also how we see that we're progressing with the cold. This morning is like -1, -2, and we're like, oh wow, what a warm morning. We're all going out and saying the weather is great now, versus, you know, yesterday evening where we were freezing. Despite that, during the winter in Utah, as the sun comes out every day, the air unfreezes, and with it the best comes out again. It is just crazy the amount of colors that we see in the landscape. It's beautiful. What is your favorite part of the landscape?
The black dunes.
The black dunes? Yeah, me too. I think they're really cool. It's like black and yellow tops. I think the orange would be amazing, but we've seen so much of it in Moab. Capitol Reef. We entered the park through some of a side road somehow. We didn't see anyone in the park just yet, but the views are really nice. Look at this. Today for lunch we're going to try what is for me a symbol of American food, the Campbell soup. Thank you, Andy Warhol. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's try it. Not bad.
They just like, boom.
Campbell tasting. try it too. Initial reaction. Immediate. First words.
It's alright. To cope with the cold, we take our showers right after lunch while it's nice and sunny and warmer, because in the evenings it's way too cold. And all we want to do in the evening is quickly cook, quickly get into the car, have dinner and chill. So that's the new solution for now. Hey!
Fresh again! And just there, in the middle of the canyons of Utah, we found a new reason to keep warm and motivated. Canyoneering, the funnest outdoor activity ever.
We're now starting a gravel road called Hot Rock Trail, I believe. And it's going all the way till Peekaboo in the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. And it's sort of like rocks that you just slide through. So can't wait to go see that. And to do that, we have probably about an hour of gravel road. And then we're gonna tour around the National Monument to gravel road. So it's gonna be sweet.
Welcome to Grand Staircase National Park. Today we're going to do Peekaboo and Spooky Canyons on the Dry Fork Trail. And there is something funny. At the trailhead, they tell you that Spooky Slot Canyon is extremely narrow, and that if you have trouble fitting your body in between the two poles, then don't go, because you may be stuck and need rescue. And that is very spooky. So let's see if we fit. I can't fit like this for sure. That's a bit hard. No. But like this, I do. I think we'll be good. And those two sticks over there should be able to fit easily as well. If I fit, they fit. Yeah, yeah, I've done that same joke already.
Just trying to tell you like
It's not funny anymore.
Ah, you lads, you don't even touch the bars.
C'est bon. Yeah. Cool. So this is the beginning of the Peekaboo Trail. Mathilde's first.
It is awesome.
All right, Tom, go for it.
All right.
Fanas.
Well,
Mother, Spider-Man. I'm not going to do that. I have more chance to smash in the mud.
This is crazy. I love it.
Yeah, so much fun.
yeah, boy.
You boy.
Just don't jump too hard because you go bang into the wood. Nice.
The best hike ever. It is so much fun.
Very cool.
I'm going to get stuck in there. Oh my god. Who do you think we are? We had pasta yesterday.
We're gone.
They're gone!
Yo.
They're coming from every direction. The travelers.
So good. I like how you can just punch off any wall and
Yeah.
hold this like that.
Whoa. Bye. That's another level here. There are ponds of water that you need to avoid. Spooky. Let's go. Oh, look, that's where I'm supposed to slide. And that's about how much of the sky we see.
Imagine getting stuck.
Does it get even thinner?
Yeah.
Oh, nice!
Whoa!
Yeah, you coming?
I'm coming.
Oh, this is really freezing.
Do you think it's the spooky?
Oh, yeah, I don't know if it is. So spooky. I don't know what to do with myself.
What's spookier is to have someone with a mustache just behind me in something that narrow. That's a 10, no?
That was sick. It was dope.
So much fun.
Rad.
That was cool.
That's cool.
Grouse.
Here in the middle of Grand Staircase Escalante National Park, something else was at play. We were at a crossroad where our way was parting away from Tom's. But while we were left with only 2 weeks on our visa, he had another 2 months in front of him. It was time to say goodbye to Tom. Tonight is a sad night. We need to say goodbye to Tom. Next time we'll see each other.
Until next time. Cheers.
Past old-timey scenes, big birds were singing in the tall willow trees. Mighty fine. 3 words written on a paper bag. I miss you was written in a message in black, thrown in a van to 1,000 miles.
This is the last stretch of road with the Kiwi.
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
It's gonna be sad. It's a whole month and a day that we've been together. And so it's gonna be weird, but great. We're gonna go our own way and he's gonna go his way, and then maybe we'll meet up again, I don't know, Mexico or Colombia or somewhere. So we'll see.
When I could have stayed, instead of just getting up to leave, and given we make time, I'll meet you down the line.
Back.
Well, we'll see you in Colombia. Maybe.
Probably, right?
That'd be pretty cool if the timing works.
Either in Mexico because you're like catching up,
I don't think that.
but I don't think so.
I think you guys are gone.
We're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Bye, Tom.
Goodbye, man.
Take care, dude.
Merci.
Ah, yeah. There we go.
That's so sad. That's it for this week. Next week we bring you to the warm, finally. To be sure you don't miss the next episode and the rest of the world tour, subscribe to the channel. See you next week.
Guitar case underneath the music sheets all over the place. I caught a glimpse of the sweetest girl's face I ever knew, and how many souls and times that I've told